Hello friends, welcome to my channel Learning Electronics. I want to inform you that as you all know, I used to upload all the lectures in Hindi as well as in English language in this channel of Learning Electronics. But for Hindi language lectures, we have started a new channel which is Learning Electronics in Hindi, and the link for the new channel you will get in the description box below. So please do visit that channel and please do subscribe that channel also. For more updates you can press the bell icon. So before starting this video, please subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon so that you can get more updated videos from here. In this lecture we are going to derive time response of second order control system when subjected to unit step input when damping ratio zeta is smaller than 1. So for underdamped case we have the damping ratio zeta is smaller than 1. We know that the characteristic equation for the second order control system is given by s square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square is equal to 0. This equation has two roots. S1 comma S2 is equal to minus zeta omega n plus minus j omega n into under root 1 minus zeta square. We know that this omega n into under root 1 minus zeta square is omega d. This omega d is called as damped frequency of oscillations. Omega n is called as natural frequency of oscillation, and zeta is damping ratio. Now let us assume zeta omega n is equal to alpha. Therefore S1 comma S2 will be equal to minus of alpha plus minus j omega d. Now we know that the general expression for the transfer function of the second order control system is given by Cs by Rs is equal to omega n square divided by s square plus 2 zeta omega n s plus omega n square. If we apply unit step input to the second order control system, so for unit step we know that the function rt is equal to 1. When we take the Laplace transform of this equation, we'll get rs is equal to 1 by s. To find out the time response of the control system, we have to take out cs from this equation. Cs will be equal to rs into omega n square divided by s square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square. Now we will put rs is equal to 1 by s in this equation. We'll get cs is equal to omega n square whole divided by s into s square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square. Now we assume this equation as equation number 1 and we apply partial fraction method. Therefore cs will be equal to a by s plus bs plus c whole divided by s square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square. Now let this be equation number 2. Now we take LCM of this equation, we'll get a square plus 2 zeta omega ns into a plus omega n square into a plus bs square plus cs whole divided by s into s square plus 2 zeta omega n s plus omega n square. Let this be equation number 3. Now we equate this equation number 3 with equation number 1. When we equate equation number 1 and equation number 3, then the denominator will be cancelled out and we will get omega n square is equal to a square plus 2 zeta omega ns into a plus omega n square into a plus b s square plus cs. Now we equate the coefficients of s square, s and s to the power 0 in the left hand side of the equation with the right hand side of the equation. Okay. So first we will equate coefficients of s square and we will get a plus b into s square is equal to 0 because in the left hand side we don't have any coefficients of s square. So we equate this equation with 0, then we'll get a plus b is equal to 0. From this equation we'll get b is equal to minus a. Let this be equation number a. Now we equate coefficients of s, then we'll get 2 zeta omega n s into a plus cs is equal to 0. From this equation we'll get c is equal to minus of 2 zeta omega n into a. Let this be equation number b. Now we equate coefficient of s to the power 0. We have omega n square into a is equal to, in the left hand side we have omega n square. This omega n square and this omega n square will be cancelled out and we will get a is equal to 1. When we put a is equal to 1 in equation number b, we'll get c is equal to minus of 2 zeta omega n. We know that zeta omega n is equal to alpha, so C will be equal to minus of 2 alpha. And since b is equal to minus a, we'll get b is equal to minus 1. Now by partial fraction method, Cs is equal to 1 by s plus minus s minus 2 alpha divided by s square plus 2 zeta omega n s plus omega n square we will get. Let this be equation number 4. Now we will take this denominator, which is s square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square, and we add with alpha square and subtract with alpha square in this equation. Then when we put zeta omega n is equal to alpha, this will become s square plus 2 alpha s plus omega n square plus alpha square minus alpha square. So this equation can be written as s square plus 2 alpha s plus alpha square plus omega n square minus alpha square. This is equal to s plus alpha whole square plus omega n square minus alpha square will get. Now we will put alpha is equal to zeta omega n. For this value, then we'll get s plus alpha whole square plus omega n square minus zeta square omega n square. Now we take omega n square common. Then we'll get s plus alpha whole square plus omega n square into 1 minus zeta square. This is equal to omega d square. So s plus alpha square plus omega d square we are going to get. Now we will put this value in the equation number 4. Then Cs will be equal to 1 by s plus minus s minus 2 alpha divided by s plus alpha whole square plus omega d square. Now this equation can be written as 1 by s minus s plus alpha divided by s plus alpha whole square plus omega d square minus alpha divided by s plus alpha whole square plus omega d square. Okay, now in this term we will divide and multiply with omega d. Now we know that inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s is equal to 1, and we know that inverse Laplace transform of s plus alpha divided by s plus alpha whole square plus omega d square is equal to e to the power minus alpha t cos omega dt, and inverse Laplace transform of omega d divided by s plus alpha whole square plus omega d square is equal to e to the power minus alpha t sin omega dt. Now we take inverse Laplace transform of Cs will be equal to Ct, which is equal to 1 minus e to the power minus alpha t into cos omega dt minus e to the power minus alpha t sin omega dt into alpha upon omega d. Now we take common e to the power minus alpha t from this equation. Ct will be equal to 1 minus e to the power minus alpha t into cos omega dt plus alpha upon omega d into sin omega d. Now we put alpha is equal to zeta omega n in this equation. Then Ct will be equal to 1 minus e to the power minus zeta omega n t into cos omega dt plus zeta omega n divided by, again we put omega d is equal to omega n into under root 1 minus zeta square, then this will be multiplied with sin omega dt. Okay, so this omega n and this omega n will be cancelled out, and we take common 1 upon under root 1 minus zeta square from this equation. Then Ct will be equal to 1 minus e to the power minus zeta omega n t divided by under root 1 minus zeta square into under root 1 minus zeta square into cos omega dt plus zeta into sin omega dt. Now we will put under root 1 minus zeta square is equal to sin theta and zeta is equal to cos theta. Therefore, we'll get Ct is equal to 1 minus e to the power minus zeta omega nt under root 1 minus zeta square into sin theta into cos omega dt plus cos theta into sin omega dt. We know that sin omega dt plus theta is equal to sin theta cos omega dt plus cos theta sin omega dt. Now we will put in place of this equation sin omega dt plus theta. We will get Ct is equal to 1 minus e to the power minus zeta omega nt under root 1 minus zeta square into sin of omega dt plus theta. We know that tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta. So sin theta is under root 1 minus zeta square and cos theta is zeta. Therefore, from this equation, theta will be equal to tan inverse under root 1 minus zeta square divided by zeta. Okay, and omega d is equal to omega n into under root 1 minus zeta square. Therefore, we are getting this type of equation for the time response of second order control system when subjected to unit step input. Ct is equal to 1 minus e to the power minus zeta omega nt divided by under root 1 minus zeta square sine of omega n into under root 1 minus zeta square t plus tan inverse under root 1 minus zeta square divided by zeta. Okay, this value is equal to omega d and this value is equal to theta. So we will get Ct is equal to 1 minus e to the power minus zeta omega nt divided by under root 1 minus zeta square into sine of omega dt plus theta. So this is the final equation of the time response of the second order control system when subjected to unit step input. This result of time response is the standard result for the undamped system with zeta smaller than 1. Now let us find out the error for the second order control system when subjected to unit step input. For this we take the equation of Ct which is equal to 1 minus e to the power minus zeta omega nt upon under root 1 minus zeta square into sine of omega dt plus theta. So here we put the formula of sin a plus b which is equal to sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. So by the formula of sin a plus b we are getting this type of equation here. Now we know that error Et is equal to RT minus CT. So when we apply the unit step input then RT will be equal to 1. So ET will be equal to 1 minus CT. Now we put the formula of CT in this equation. So when we put this formula here, we will get ET is equal to e to the power minus zeta omega nt divided by under root 1 minus zeta square into sine omega dt cos theta plus cos omega dt sin theta. Okay, now in this equation we will put cos theta is equal to zeta and sin theta is equal to under root 1 minus zeta square. After putting these values we will get this type of equation of ET. Now in this equation we will put zeta is equal to 0.2 because we have to take zeta which is damping ratio smaller than 1. Okay, so we are taking zeta is equal to 0.2 and the time t is equal to 4 into capital T. This capital T is equal to 1 upon zeta omega n. Therefore, t will be equal to 4 upon zeta omega n. So when we put these values in this equation, we will get the error it is approximately equal to e to the power minus 4 and this will be approximately equal to 0.02 units. So the error will be 0.02 units. And by final value theorem, the steady state error is equal to limit t tends to infinity et. So we put the formula of et here and we can find out the steady state error by this formula. This is the time response of the second order control system when subjected to unit step input and when the damping ratio zeta is smaller than 1. So here we can see that for zeta smaller than 1, the response is exponentially decaying oscillations having a frequency of omega d, which is equal to omega n into under root 1 minus zeta square. And the time constant of exponential decay is t is equal to 1 upon zeta omega n. Thus the response is a underdamped response, and the response settles within 2% of the desired value after damping out oscillations in time 40. Okay, where t is equal to 1 upon zeta omega n. So here we are getting the error is equal to 0.02 units. Now let us see points to remember. First, if the step input of magnitude A is applied to the second order control system, then the time response Ct will be equal to A multiplied by 1 minus e to the power minus zeta omega nt divided by under root 1 minus zeta square into sine of omega dt plus theta. And second point is, if the closed loop transfer function Cs by Rs of the second order control system is equal to k divided by s square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square, then the time response Ct will be equal to k divided by omega n square into this value. We are just multiplying k upon omega n square to this value when this type of equation of closed loop transfer function is given. And if Cs by Rs is equal to Ps divided by s square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square is given, where Ps is the polynomial, then the partial fraction method is applied to find out the time response Ct. So hope you have understood the topic. Thank you very much for watching. In the next class, we are going to derive the expression for the time response of the control system when subjected to unit step input when damping ratio is zeta is equal to 1.